Will the Bengals take down the Browns, snap their 5-game losing streak to Cleveland, and keep pace for the AFC's number 1 seed? Let's get to our keys to a victory and a prediction for Sunday's matchup. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com here at Paycor Stadium, where we are just 2 days away from Bengals-Browns AFC North matchup, a huge battle. The Bengals, well, they're trying to not only improve to 9-4 on the season and win their 5th straight game for the first time in the Zach Taylor era, but also they are trying to get to 2-3 in the AFC North, which could be really, really valuable when you look at where the Ravens are, when you look at where the Bengals are. They still have a matchup against the Ravens. They started 0-3 in the division. If you beat the Browns, you have a shot now to get to 3-3 in the division, and that's a huge tiebreaker that could potentially decide who wins the division. And the Bengals, well, they're not just thinking about the division. Winning 4 straight, they have a shot now to potentially get the number 1 seed in the AFC North after beating the Chiefs last week. They still have matchups with the Bills, still have matchups with the Ravens and Patriots, and obviously the Buccaneers next week. But Sunday against the Browns, the first thing they need to do is get off to a good start. They cannot get off to a slow start again. This offense needs to, pick up steam and go. Just like they did last week against the Chiefs. If they receive the ball, take the ball, and go straight downfield and score a touchdown. Grab some momentum right away. Show this Browns defense that, yeah, you don't have our number. We are rolling. We are one of the best, if not the best offense in the NFL, and we're going to show it. Because if you do that, 1, it sets a tone. 2, the Browns are built to play from ahead. Why? Great run game, great pass rushers. When you think of the Cleveland Browns right now, yeah, you probably think of Deshaun Watson a little bit, but right now we can't say great quarterback. It's great run game with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt as a supplement, best 1-2 combo in the league, and Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, all those other guys that just made a bunch of plays. Sione Takitaki out for the year, had a huge performance against the Bengals on Monday Night Football, so he will not be available. But this Bengals offense has to get rolling early. And when I talk about good starts, it's not just on offense, it's on defense too. You got to slow down Nick Chubb, especially early on. Can't let him get rolling. Can't let Deshaun Watson get going with quick dump-offs to Kareem Hunt, which I think they should have utilized more last week against the Texans. They didn't, and so we'll see if they do it this week. Key number 2, well, it's simple. Can this offensive line hold up and continue to do what it's done? Right? It's one thing to score quick and move the ball up and down the field, but there's going to be key situations all throughout this game because I don't think it's going to just be a thrashing. And all these key situations, what they're going to have to do is keep Burrow upright so he can make that pass to T. Higgins on 3rd down to seal the game, so he can push the ball downfield to Jamar Chase, who is going to be battling Denzel Ward, and that is a matchup. If the Bengals win this game, you'd say, all right, the Bengals receivers have to win against the Browns secondary. And that is such a key to me. It's not just Jamar versus Denzel. It's T. It's all of these guys. Can they win their matchups, whoever they're facing on the other side? If they do that, I think this offensive line has enough. And we'll get to our rest of our keys, including a prediction in just a second. But first, I got to tell you, Rivertown Inkery is the place you have to go. I had Gary reach out to me, lives in Australia, big watcher of CBT, and he got gear. Might not sound great, but he ordered gear, Rivertown gear, all the way from here to Australia, has it, awesome stuff. He got our Tiger Lock striped tee. He got the Bengals on the brain shirt. He got multiple different things. And that's what we're trying to do here is, 1, support a great local company in Rivertown Inkery. 2, get our viewers some awesome gear that they can wear proudly. That whether it's Cincinnati gear, whether it's Bengals stuff or anything in between, you got to check it out at rivertowninkery.com. Doug and his team do an awesome job. And if you're in town for the game, by the way, just check them out. And yes, they're open on Sundays, although that might be tough to pull off. They're open 6 days a week, only closed on Mondays. You can check them out 10 minutes from downtown in Oakley on Madison Road. rivertowninkery.com as well. All right, the other key, and this is a pretty big key, Outside of stopping the run, you obviously want to make Watson uncomfortable, all the general things. Special teams. Donovan Peoples-Jones last week had the touchdown on a punt return, and it changed the game against Houston. And it's Houston, but you can't let that happen because the recipe for the Browns winning this game, good start, turnover early, big special teams play, all of these things that set Burrow behind, that set this offense behind, that set this team behind. You can't have those meltdown type of things. And as long as they avoid that, and that's why I'm throwing special teams in, this Bengals team is better than the Browns. And people talk about the 0-5. Two of those, Burrow was a rookie and was great against the Browns. And they just lost because the defense didn't hold up their end of the bargain, couldn't stop the run the first game, couldn't stop the pass the second game. It was that simple. And that's 2020. Last year, obviously, the last game of the year, Burrow didn't play. None of the Bengals starters played. That doesn't count. Who would count that? They were already focusing on the playoffs and who they were going to have to deal with the following week. And obviously that worked out. But the game here at Paycor Stadium and the Monday night game were ugly. Well, that's 2 of the 5. So I take this, oh man, they're slumping against the Browns. I take that with a grain of salt. But it is the reality they live in. And so they need to go out there and show it on Sunday. Show that they are the team. Show that they are the best NFL team in Ohio. And it is weird that Burrow's 0-4 against the Browns. He should get to 1-4. And I'm taking the Bengals to win this week. I think it'll be close early. These division games are. But I think the Bengals find a way to pull away towards the end. And they win kind of handedly. I mean, I'd say like 27-17. 27-20, something in that range. For final score purposes, I'll say 27-20. The Bengals win. It's only by a possession, but it's never really a game in doubt. And I just think that they're playing at a really high level, and I expect Burrow and company to get it done. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell. Make sure you check out allbengals.com. And, man, here we go. Week 14. We will be here on Sunday with your pregame report, your post-game. You'll hear from Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Zach Taylor, and anyone else we talk to. Plus, we'll have a post-game stand-up as well, reacting. Bengals win, Bengals lose, Bengals draw. It doesn't matter. We're here for you at Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So ring the bell, hit that subscribe button. And for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapine, signing off for now, where I got the Bengals beating the Browns 27-20. We'll see if that prediction comes true. Signing off for now at Paycor Stadium right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.